Well, I thought I'd give you a quickie shot of my first couple of sheets of beadboard in place. I didn't bring you along while I was cutting them. And this will give you an idea where I'm headed with my window. Those are glass blocks, they're just sitting in place. And they'll be squared up and all that good stuff. And yeah, I made the boo-boo down there. But that's alright, it's down behind the cabinet, you'll never see it. And a little caulking and paint and you'll never know the difference. Now I'm going to cut this panel here. I'm calling it my switch panel, and I'll take you along and show you how I lay this all out. And you can, well, I won't show you how I lay it out, I'll just show you me cutting it. You don't care how I lay it out. So the leftover piece from there is going to get used over in this corner here. See that? So hold on to your hats, because here we go. When I started off this morning cutting, I was doing it in between raindrops, but now all of a sudden it's cleared off and the sun is shining. But they're still calling for thunderstorms later today, so I'm trying to get as much of it done as I can. Here we go. Some of you might be wondering about this saw guide that I just used. That's a homemade rip guide. All it is a piece of 1/4-inch plywood with a piece of 1x2 pine screwed and glued onto it. And I had put a straight edge, not a straight edge, but put a chalk line on it to make sure my piece was nice and straight as I put it on. And as you could tell from the looks of it, it's been around a while. It's got a few holes in it from places where I had to make modifications. Those places there, I can't even remember what they were made for, but yeah, I've probably had it for 20 years anyway. And it does the job, because in my bathroom I am not using any inside corner moldings at all. All of my corners are butted together, and I'll run a very small bead of caulking down them before I paint, and then paint right over it, and that way the paneling will blend in one to the next one as they go around the corner. So now the piece on the left is the one I'm going to be laying out for my switch plates, and that's what I'm going to do next. Now, the question is, did I do it? Because I cut it all from the back side, because with the bead board in place, it makes it harder to cut and make marks on the paneling that don't end up in the bead or part way in the bead or something like that. See, this is a dry fit. And there it is. We got a pretty good fit in the corner. A little bit of gobbledygook there, but that'll get taken care of. No problem. And I got a whoopee up in the floor over there, which is actually lifting these up a hair too high. Okay, that's okay. That's why you do dry fits. I'm gonna scribe the bottom of the panel. And I'm going to take it back up and trim it again. Then when this drops down 1/8 of an inch, I'll be perfect in every way, and I'm not worried about the top because it gets crown molded. You know what I mean? And that's how it works. I'll bring you back in a moment. Now, I know some of you guys were worried when I was putting the sheetrock on that I didn't have the sheetrock properly over the mudwork box, but it was designed the way it was on purpose because of the double thickness of the sheetrock and so forth. And yeah, so I put the cover on backwards on this one. But you can see how it fits pretty nicely. And some of you are worried about the tabs not overlapping my finished wall. But you can see that. See, we got them all. I like this box here. Has this adjustment screw so you can adjust the depth of it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Now hold on to your hats and I'll get the outlet covers and put them on there temporarily. And that's what our outlet covers are going to look like. They're not screwed on, and I can see I need to twist this one just a little bit, but I can do that with a little bit of adjustment. Yeah, that'll be our finished look. And I just noticed when I was taking these out of the cover, out of the package is green and brown. Well, the paint in our bathroom is going to be just about that shade of green. How about them apples? Well, I got to get back to work. I've got more to do. I still got to finish up around the top of the shower, and I got this whole wall to do right here. So let me get to it, and I'll bring you back when I'm all done. Well, bros and sisters, rejoice with me because I am about to install the very last sheet of beadboard in our bathroom. So hold on to your hats because here we go. Get rid of the old tube, put in a new tube. And I highly recommend this stuff. I don't get paid for this advertisement, but this stuff works really, really good. And I always look for it wherever I go to buy that kind of stuff. Best place to buy it is the big box stores. You can get it cheaper there. Of all the sheets that I have put in here, this one fits the worst. Go figure. I should have put this one in as one of the first sheets, but I didn't. I know that now, I didn't know that then. The reason being is that I have to get my distance between here and the corner right, because this is an overlap. And when I first put it on, it was too tight, and I've actually had to recut it. This is what I did with my, okay, this is what I do all day long. Turn around in circles looking for my flat bar, which one of you guys got my flat bar? Would you give it to me, please? Hold on just a second while I find it. And as usually happens, it's right down where I left it. Let me show you where I left it. See it down there? Oh, I gotta tip you down more. See it down there on the floor? Woo! Right down on my cushion. That's why I couldn't see it, because it's you know, yeah. Anyway, no more fooling around. Let me back you up here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit anyway. There we go. I knew I had it in here somewhere. I had a really tight fit, but these walls are not exactly parallel. Can you hear that thunder booming? I got done cutting my pieces just in time. Yeah, my son's working on the bottom. So follow my line right up here. Right there. I'm going to come down here, and I'm working with being tight. I just shower in this corner for a couple of reasons. First one is that the corner is mostly going to get buried, because I have cabinets on this corner. There we have it. I'll bring you in and spin you around so you can see the whole thing. Hold on to your hats. I'm going to just take you off the sand. Now be patient, okay? All right, now I'm going to close the door behind me because you'll see around the door too. So this is the piece you just saw. Now, if you can't tell, over the shower there are actually two pieces on this side because I had to scavenge some pieces. But the nice thing about beadboard is it's pretty easy to seam it. And then we come over here. Yep. We have our window, you already saw that. And all the way around here, and around our door, and down there, and you already saw the switch plates. And you saw this wall here, which has no cutouts in it. but I still had to do some custom fitting because I couldn't use a full 48-inch sheet because, what you know, the studs are not 16 on center in these interior walls. So I had to make do with what I could. But there we have it. The next time you see this, it will all be painted, and probably I will have my crown molding up, and I expect, well, I'll probably have it almost all done, because right as soon as I paint it, put up my crown molding, then I can put my vanity in, I can put my toilet in. Well, before I put the toilet in, I got to put some flooring down around that, but that's not a big deal. You just have to put like 3 or 4 pieces in. Yep, and I got to caulk all my joints all the way around the top of the shower down there. And the last thing I have to do is I have to install our shower door. And we have 3-piece glass shower door, which should be pretty nice. Swinging. I'm just swinging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So until next time, this is George. Let me swing you around here. This is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, saying thanks for watching. And I got it done sometimes in the shade, sometimes under the sprinkles today. And right now it has started raining. It held off for the most part, all day until now. And it's like 25 after 5. Yep. And other than a break for lunch, I've been at it all day. And so I'm glad to have this done. Yes, sirree, Bob. Thanks for watching, for commenting, and for subscribing. Until next time, bye now.